We've all played a game on our phone. From puzzle to horror, or strategy to simulator, everyone has played at least one. However, there are those special few that we hold dear. Welcome to Mobile Game Monday. In this series, I pick a game I am fond of and dive into its public history, how it works, and my experience that makes me like it. This week's episode will be over Dragonvale. In the late 2000s, a popular genre arose on mobile, known as city builders, and it earned that status for good reason. Most of you may be thinking of Clash of Clans, Farmville, SimCity, or another popular one. However, Dragonvale, whilst amongst these, was overlooked by most. Released in September of 2011, it was a much simpler city builder as you weren't focused on buildings, but rather breeding dragons. See, the game had 8 basic elements, and a dragon for each that you could breed and collect varying combinations of. It also had 2 event areas that held minigames. The game was very successful at first, but unfortunately, save a few mainstay players, the game slipped into obscurity about 4 years after launch. This was partly due to the announcement of its sequel, Dragonvale World, and it wasn't as good and dragged down the first with it. But why is it still alive today? And how does it maintain its popularity despite being this way? Well, to my knowledge, after Dragonvale World failed, the devs took a break for a little bit before heading back into the original, focusing their resources and manpower into adding back to the basics. You see, the game is fairly simple, but the fun is in decorating your islands and breeding the dragons. Because depending on what dragons you bred, there was different chances at new dragons. See, for example, you could breed a lightning dragon and a fire one, and you might be able to get the smoke dragon, but you could also get, I forget what it's called. Let me look at my Dragonarium. Because while this game, not the game, these videos are meant to be a bit more professional, it's just a bit more chill, so this loading screen's taking forever, but yeah. I'm gonna look real quick, and by the way, the gameplay you're seeing in the background was pre-recorded. This is not live, as you can probably tell, otherwise it'd be like, check this out, look at this cool dragon! So it looks like the game doesn't want to launch, but that's fine. I can give a different example. You could breed a plant and an earth dragon and get a tree, but you could keep going and you could get the moss or the undergrowth. I think that's one. Maybe it was for Halloween. I feel like that's one. But anyways, where was I? There it was. See, the different combinations are key in getting the ultra dragons. There are the solar, gem, treasure. Those are just a few. And they're a lot higher dragons. And you see, the more rare your dragon is, the more money it produces, which is how you buy more habitats, buy more food, and the food levels them up so they can produce more and have better chance at breeding. So it's pretty unique as far as that goes. The gem dragons are definitely the hardest thing to get. Because you only have a 1 month period, you have to get the right combo and breed at the right time. I know the Sun and Moon are fairly easy as far as the Ultra Dragons go, and that's because you need a specific combo. And Sun is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Moon is 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. for the breeding window. Then next up is the racetrack, where you can earn treasure pieces for the Mythic Dragons. Each affect different areas on your park. So Kairos, he's this big, long blue dragon. I think I captured him in my background gameplay. And he speeds up everything by 3 hours once every 3 days when you first get him. You can take some time to level him up with his effect, and it does the recharge quicker. Station collects everything at once, so if you don't want to spend like 10 minutes going around your large park getting every last item, you can just use him. Gaia helps out at your nursery. I haven't quite gotten her yet, but I know that she affects it that way. The D&D dragons, Tiamat and Bahamut, can raise a dragon's level by 1 or give you food and coins, which is, pretty fun. And they can do it, I believe it's once every 20 hours or 21 hours. I am not 100% sure. And the devs actually do like events for the seasons of the year, and they usually had like 2 to 3 new dragons. So like for summer it's like a carnival, for Halloween it's like spectral dragons are coming up, for Christmas it's I think it's like St. Nicholas the Great is their Santa Claus wizard, and then spring is it's like the rebirth of the islands. So it's pretty cool, and that's just kind of a brief overview on how the game works. Now that I've gone over the general public history and a summary of the gameplay, let's talk about my personal experience with it. So I got the game maybe a month after it released. I remember getting it on my Kindle Fire and just playing it for hours. It was just so fun. At first it was just like my game that I played by myself, but soon enough I shared my park with my brother and my sister, and they actually really liked it. I think my brother's favorite dragon is the Earth Dragon, or maybe it was I feel like it was the Crystal Dragon, because it's this purple fat dragon, and he really likes the color purple. My sister, I think she really liked the Sonic Dragon, and it's like a big old bat. And for me, my favorite dragons are probably the Air and Eldritch Dragons. They're the two on the thumbnail, and both just have cool designs. The Eldritch Dragon has an awesome feature. So in the event, I think it was the Candy Boo Bash in 2019. I believe that was when the dragon was initially released. They had costumes that you could buy with it. You could buy it with candy corn, which was the event currency. And I got basically every single one that was out. And I'm not sure if it's doing the showcase in the background of the gameplay, but I think I showcase them. It's so special and fun. I've played it on and off over the years, but it's so charming, and I just keep coming back to it. It's very simple. I definitely recommend it to anyone that likes calm games, or dragons, or city builders, breeding games, any of them. It's a fun collectible thing. You can earn every dragon for free. I know that it has the gems, but that's mainly for speeding things up. I have hardly ever used gems to buy things, save maybe one time, which I think is the extra, which is the breeding island, which is the big purple tree, and then the ultra breeding cave upgrade. I think those are the only 2 times I've ever bought that. You like use gems to buy something. Maybe like upgrades to the Gym Dragon cave, but that's just so you can hold more. But yeah, that's Dragonvale. Definitely download it and give it a try. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as you can tell, this is going to be a recurring series on the channel. For now, it's just going to be games that I want to talk about, but later down the line, I might be open to suggestions. If you're wondering, yes, the Mario Kart Tour video will be going into this playlist. I should have already done that by now. But yeah, I'll put it into a playlist with this one, and then every week I'll cover a new one. I think I've got like a whole list until about maybe January next year, or the end of this year in December. But with that being said, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you're new, maybe even consider subscribing. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.